Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory be unto Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Vakar Kwadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone that rule well. Peace, salutations, and blessings be unto the hopeful elect, pushing his truth in sincerity throughout the four corners of the globe, in the sincere hopes of being delivered in these last days. All right, this is the brother Yakanan from the GMS England branch. This article is taken from newrepublic.com and is entitled "Trump Promises Immigrants He Wants to Deport Will Get Serial Numbers." Now, this was published on the 23rd of September 2024 at 3:33 p.m. And, the first thing, of course, that came to mind is, the MOTB, all right, Revelation 13 and 16. Because we know and we understand that it's the ultimate goal of the wicked elites of Esau Edom to have the people chipped, all right, to have this technology, this device embedded, within your body, all right, preferably, within your hand or in your forehead, okay, in your head. We understand that the wicked elites of Esau Edom ultimately want this to be established, upon the earth, because that grants them, full control over the individual, okay, by merging you with technology, which is called transhumanism. Okay, so when we see comments, statements such as this, concerning putting serial numbers, upon the people, this is their desired goal, all right, and this is ultimately what is going to take place in the very near future in these last days, okay? They are going to make mandatory the MOTB, that mark which you're going to have to take, within yourself. But as the scriptures tell us, the elect are going to have victory over the mark, over the image, and over the beast. Okay, so the elect are not going to take this device, within themselves. Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai is going to give us the spirit to reject by any means necessary that implantable chip. Okay, even if it means, suffering from death. All right, and the scriptures tell us, to strive for the truth until death, and then the Lord, will fight for you, okay? So death, is definitely on the table concerning the events, the prophetic events that are going to play out, in these last days, man. But that's cool, all right? Because those that die, in Yahweh Shai are going to come right back with Yahweh Shai upon his return, all right? So, call Haloyim La Yahweh Ba'Hashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'Hashem Vakar Kwadash for that. Now, let me just read a few excerpts from this article. It says, immigrants are no longer welcome in Donald Trump's America. Instead, the Republican presidential nominee posited that under his potential second administration, he would round up and mass deport non-citizens based on their serial numbers, all right? Speaking with Full Measures Cheryl Atkinson, it says Trump argued that the United States, which was founded and has historically been a nation of immigrants, shouldn't be a dumping ground for newcomers, which ultimately they're going to require everyone, to have that digital serial number, okay, which is going to be, the MOTB, okay? Not just, immigrants. This is going to be the ultimate way to track people, to know your whereabouts, to link you, to the grid, all right, that Esau has established, upon the earth, okay, which really, is already developed and ready to go, all right? Now it says, Trump has regularly mimicked Adolf Hitler during his campaign, but the mention of serial numbers, a terrifying echo of the identification numbers forcibly tattooed on concentration camp prisoners, is one of his most chilling references yet. We're not a dumping ground, Trump continued. We're going to get all of those people out, and we're going to get them out fast, all right? So, you have a large portion of individuals in the land of America that would actually volunteer to have this technology embedded within themselves if it meant that somehow, they would be able to so-called, get the immigrants out of the country, And as we always mention, what it takes is the right, engineered, crisis or crises, all right, to take place in order to, push this particular technology upon the earth, okay, especially, in the land of America, because that's the focal point of prophecy, okay? All it takes, is the right crisis or crises in order to have these things, rushed out into effect and accepted by the people through fear, all right? Because, when people are terrified, they get desperate. And what do? They run to the powers that be for help. So you can imagine, the various different ways in which this can be used to have people willingly, sign up to take this technology, okay? People don't want to get, singled out. People don't want to be demonized, okay? People don't want to be falsely accused of representing something that they don't represent. So soon it's going to be a thing where, if you're not getting this device, if you're not getting this technology, then what do you have to hide? What do you have to hide? Why don't you want to get it? Don't you care about, the state of affairs, in the nation, so on and so forth? There's so much different ways they can spin it. Let me get a scripture right quick. This is 2 Corinthians chapter 2 and verse 11. And it reads, "Lest Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices." All right? And in the NLT it says, "So that Satan will not outsmart us, for we are familiar with his evil schemes." Okay? So this is an evil scheme that, that these devils are manifesting, upon the earth. And it really doesn't matter, who's in office. The same agenda is going to be rolled out, okay? It doesn't matter who's in power in the land of America. Biblical prophecy tells us that the MOTB will indeed be rolled out, all right? It doesn't matter who's in power. It doesn't matter what they're saying at this present time. The powers that be is going to make sure, all right, that chip is pushed out there, upon the people. All right. I'm pretty sure you're gonna have other nations, that follow suit. Now you already have, a social credit score system in China. You already have, talks of, social credit score systems in the world arena. All right. So this is definitely something that world leaders are embracing, because ultimately, all right, the goal is to have what? A new world order system. To have, one governing body. Okay, that's the new world order. So the leaders, of these nations, they ultimately want the same thing. And that's ultimate, control over their people. All right, ultimate control on your spending habits. Okay, how you spend, why you're spending what you're spending. That's why they're talking about, the carbon footprint. That's why they're talking about Giselle currency, all right, where they can actually give you, programmable money that you can only spend on, for example, food, fuel, leisure, so on and so forth. Your money is going to have specific categories, allocated to it, and so you can't spend it on anything else. So, for example, you might have $200 worth of supermarket, vouchers. Then you might have fuel vouchers. Then you might have vouchers that you can use for leisure time, so on and so forth. But by doing things in that fashion, they have full control over you and what you have access to. And that's called Giselle currency, all right, which I believe was the idea, was brought to the table by a man. I believe he was from the 1800s, if I'm not mistaken. I think he went by the name of Silvio Giselle. And he came up, with the concept of programmable money, or having money, that has an expiry date. That's another thing that even the Bank of England was talking about last year in their speech on their website. They were talking about having, money that actually has an expiry date upon it. So if you don't use it by a particular date, it becomes void. It becomes useless. All right. So the world to come, is full of, control. Okay. The world to come is full of you being a slave, to the system of Esau Edom. And that's going to be a terrible earth, to live upon, man. All right. And that's why, through the Spirit, we know that we ain't got much left in this kingdom. All right. Because things are going to get so bad, so bad, upon the earth that we're going to need rescuing. The elect of Yahweh Shem Shai are going to need rescuing, from this hellhole, man. All right. Because things are terrible. Now, let me go back to this article. Let's see if there was anything else I wanted to get. No, so that was about it. That's about it concerning the information I wanted to get. But again, there's a reason why these things are continually being highlighted in the media, and these articles are being published, all right, because they're cementing the idea of this actually happening within your mind. This is a form of predictive programming. Okay, this is a form of predictive programming, and they show these things in movies, they show these things in TV series, so on and so forth. All right, so this is a reality that soon many people are going to have to deal with. All right, so these prophecies, are coming to pass through the Spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahushai by Hashem Kodash. All right, and let's get that right quick, and then we'll we'll close down. I just wanted this really to be a brief, little video. Now this is Habakkuk chapter 2 and verse 2. And the Lord answered me and said, write the vision and make it plain upon tables, that he may run that readeth it. For the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come, it will not tarry. Okay? So the vision, all right, these prophecies are coming to pass. And like I brought out in yesterday's lesson, as the scriptures tell us, the people perish where there is no vision. If you can't see these things, are about to get ready to come to pass, all right, then you're clearly blinded. And you're clearly going to be judged through the Spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. Okay? We've made, the vision plain upon tables. We made it easy for you to understand, easy for you to be able to comprehend. But it's Yahweh Shem Yahushai that has to open up, your spiritual understanding to receive this word within you. All right? The Lord is in control of that. No matter how it's simplified, how it's broke down, meticulously, all right, in a simple nature, you ain't going to get it if you ain't of the elect. All right, and what proves that is Isaiah chapter 6 and verse 9 on down. Okay, so it says, for the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak. And these prophecies are speaking. Okay, the words of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai are speaking in these last days. The signs are showing themselves to be true. And it says, though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come. It will not tarry. All right, so this is not tarrying anymore. All right, these prophecies are coming to pass. This is being lined up to be fulfilled. Okay, not to be put, on the back burner. No. We're in that time of heavy activation of the prophecies, man. We are in that time, okay? So with that, Lord willing, this brief update has been edifying. And until next time, I'll say shalom.